My immediate thoughts about the article Why We Need to Slow Down Our Lives were that it was a difficult text to understand. Therefore, I read it twice to be sure about what it was about. The thing which confused me was the confusingly many references to other persons and experiences, which made it hard to be sure when it was Aya who was speaking and when he was referring to other persons. Also, the academic language made it hard to understand. I was a bit confused about the fact that you had to comment on his essay and that you had to focus on the themes the essay were exploring. I wasn't quite sure what was expected of me to do with these explored themes, but I did what I thought was the right thing to do and what I thought themes meant in this context. In my essay, I've chosen to focus on the forms of appeal, the style of writing, the explored themes, and at last I've commented on the general theme to slow down your life and put it into a bigger perspective. The reason why I've chosen these focuses of attention is because I find them characteristic for the essay. The point about the forms of appeal is that he uses both logos and ethos, which helps him persuade his arguments. The style of writing is characterized by both the academic and figurative language. This supports his ethos and makes the reader think that he is both intelligent and well-argued. The figurative language helps the reader understand his points by making them come alive. The explored themes play a huge role in the essay. His essay consists of personally experienced meetings and historical persons and references, which can be both empowering and rewarding for his ability to come through with his arguments. It is all in the eye of the beholder. In the first paragraph of my essay, my first mistake is that I've written the words in the wrong order. Therefore, the corrected version of the sentence is technology in general. The next mistake is that I'm missing the word to in the sentence. The corrected version of the sentence, therefore, is it can be hard to go offline. This is followed by the mistake lose out. Here, I should have used the stock phrase to miss out on something. In the last sentence of the first paragraph, I got both a misplaced comma and a false concord due to the fact that it is more than one thing which help him persuade his readers. In the second paragraph, I'm missing a comma and misplaced a comma. The comma is missing between essayist and that's what we call the Oxford comma. The misplaced comma is misplaced due to the fact that usually no comma is followed by a subordinate clause. In the third paragraph, I've missed 2 Oxford commas. In the fourth paragraph, I also missed an Oxford comma, but I also misplaced a comma. The misplaced comma is misplaced due to the fact that usually no comma is followed by a subordinate clause. In the fifth paragraph, I missed a word, and therefore of is added between them and his. In the sixth paragraph, I've placed the word also wrongly. It should be moved to the end of the sentence. Also, I have a false concord. It should be leave instead of leaves because it's more than one thing which leave the reader with a specific feeling. first should be corrected to firstly due to the fact that firstly is a stock phrase. I've misplaced a comma too, because usually there's no comma before a subordinate clause. And at last I've missed a stock phrase again, and therefore keep a check on is replaced by keep track of. In the 7th paragraph, I've chosen the wrong preposition and therefore to is replaced by of. Also, I chose the wrong reflexive pronoun and therefore oneself is corrected to ourselves. I also got a false concord. Social media never gets the S at the end because it's uncountable. Also, I did something stupid by saying all along because it doesn't make sense in this context. Therefore, all the time instead of all along. In the last paragraph of my essay, my mistake is the fact that I've used an adjective instead of an adverb. The word social refers to the word acceptable, and therefore social should be replaced by socially. The weaknesses of this essay are the few needless and stupid mistakes which I have presented earlier on in the video. Another weakness is that I may have misunderstood what was meant by themes explored in the essay, and the fact that I'm not that good at putting in the commas correctly. The strength of this essay is that my rhetorical analysis is well reasoned and detailed and centered around the PEE model. Another strength is when I comment on the general topic and put it into perspective. Except my comma problem, my mistakes aren't general, which also is a strength.